Oh, it's graph plans. I'm hoping this works because this is actually the third time that I've attempted to cast this game, and both of the last times, each time I've tried to speed up the replay speed. Oh, thank goodness! Instead of speeding up the replay speed, it's like zoomed in and made the screen really big. I had somehow like switched on the Windows magnifier shortcut or something. I don't really know what was happening, but it was terrifying. Literally, I was like this close to some sort of horrific Zerg overlord, and you know, I'll be honest, nobody needs that in their life. Look at this guy. Like, you don't need it. Imagine, can you picture it? That thing all of a sudden just coming at you when you least expect it. No need at all. Anyway, here I am back casting this game again, and I haven't even, because I've done it 3 times, I haven't even introduced the players or anything yet. So let me just, oh, what a shambles. I'm going to go back. Let's back it up. Here we go. So right back to the start. Top left, this is Stan. Stan up in the top left, playing Protoss. We're on Dreamcatcher. It's a big map. I said all this before, but of course you guys don't know that. It's a big old map, big open spaces. Typically slightly favor Zerg, and the reason for that is Zerg fight with numbers, so army engagements tend to be all about large numbers for the Zerg, and so they like open spaces. Maps like Ohana, far more chokes and stuff, tend to, good for a toss. Maps like Redshift, lots of siege positions, good for a Terran. So I've tried to make the map pool pretty balanced in that way, but I would suggest this map slightly favors Zerg, only slightly. Anyway, big old map, unlikely to see a rush on this map. Stan, pylon, gas first as a Protoss, that isn't the thing. It's not a thing. That isn't a thing that happens. Meanwhile, CrimsonTide, let's speed this up a little. CrimsonTide has gone hatchery first, and then gas, and very, very normal. So nobody likes to see the pull costing 205 there, CrimsonTide. Yeah, so I did, I think, post a link to the kind of standard opening builds. You know, I'm not claiming they're the best builds in the world or anything like that, far from it. They're just normal. As the name suggests, they're basic, just get you into the game, get you up and running. And as a Zerg, a pretty solid sort of backbone build, bare bones build, sorry, is kind of get up to 16 workers, build a hatchery, build gas, build a pool, and then from there, decide what to do. You know, saturate your gas and decide whether you want to drop a third hatchery or whether you want to drone up like or spew out a bunch of lings, get busy on the map. Normally I'd suggest a few lings to get a bit of map presence and then the hatchery. CrimsonTide has sent an overlord across the map and is in this location just having a peek. Wouldn't mind seeing the overlord run a little bit deeper just to get a view of what tech is available, because you're normally pretty safe against a Protoss. Your overlord typically gets to the Protoss base before anything that shoots out comes up, and then one stalker will come out, and typically the overlord can escape. But this one, it was a pretty slow reaction from CrimsonTide, and this one is not going to escape. So a little unfortunate to lose that, and you can see that CrimsonTide is now supply blocked by that. Stan's going to drop the Expo, and it looks like Robo coming down as well. This handful of Lings is going to come in, but there's also some Roaches in the back here. It looks like they're going to get a couple of free kills on the workers, but now's the time to leave probably. Although, no, actually, there's Roach reinforcements coming. So Stan is going to find himself in a little bit of trouble here and does need to back up. There isn't a shield battery in sight, and Stan needs to pull the boys. The only way you're going to see this off is actually to get some stuff out. He's tried to close the front door, hasn't quite worked. These are adepts, they're not any good against roaches. You would have been better with stalkers, and really building an immortal and chrono, and it would be the way forward. Finally the workers get involved, but honestly Stan, you needed to be faster with that. You needed to pull the workers when the roaches were still down here. What you need to do, look, this stalker has never fired a shot. He's just chilling in the corner. In general, what you need to try and do if you do find yourself under pressure like that, and you know that you don't have enough fighting units to win, is you have to keep your fighting units alive. So you pull the workers, you get the surround with with the workers, and you kite with the stalker, and you try as best you can to keep that stalker alive. That single pylon is an absolute travesty. All of Stan's tech and defense is powered off one pylon. These two in the back of the base doing literally nothing. So mistakes were made. Let's just have a peek, because most of the action was happening in Protoss land. Was there a follow-up from the Zerg? Not really. Lair is finished, and Roach Burrow was researching, so maybe that was the follow-up in mind. But there is good saturation on the natural, so you would expect from here. I don't believe that original push was actually intended to kill. It's my suspicion is that you turn up, you notice that the units are out of position, you've got a few free kills, then you notice that there actually aren't that many units, so you hold down the R button and you march across the map and win. Anyway, it is CrimsonTide that goes 1 up, and that's GG.